why do some people always have to complain? No matter what they get or how well things are going in their lives, they're always griping about something. If you give them a cup of coffee, it's too hot or too cold. If you ask them for a cup of coffee, they complain that it's their last cup. A car cuts them off in traffic and they assume it was done to insult them personally. On and on we could go with examples. Such thinking grows out of an internalized or inner selfishness where everything revolves around the self. Here in the good old U.S., it's fueled by an aggressive consumerism that tells us we should have whatever we want whenever we want it, which helps explain, to a degree, why we're so shocked that the coronavirus won't go away. But we don't have to live in a consumer-driven society like America to be plagued by the type of selfishness that leads to constant complaining. In the days of Gideon, Israel was barely surviving on the little they could hide from Midian. So it would seem that they all would be ecstatic at his success in overthrowing the oppressors. But as the battle unfolded, Gideon called for the tribe of Ephraim to block the Jordan River so the army couldn't escape. They caught the two enemy leaders, but then griped about being called in so late. Then the men of Ephraim said to him, "What is this thing you have done to us, not calling us when you went to fight against Midian?" And they contended with him vigorously. Judges 8, verse 1. Gideon was barely able to appease them by reminding them of the greatness of what they had done. Judges 8, verses 2 and 3. In other words, look at what you have instead of what you don't have. Later, Gideon ran into the opposite version of selfishness at two Israelite cities. As they pursued the remainder of the army, they were hungry and passing these two cities asked for food. But both cities mocked and turned them down, apparently fearful that Gideon may lose and Midian's army might take away what they still had. Judges 8 verses 4 through 9. They were too focused on what they had and complained about being asked to give some of it away. Where are we on the scale of selfishness? Do we complain about the stuff we don't have because we think we deserve more of it? Or do we complain about being asked to share any of our stuff with others? Let's reject both sides of that selfishness and thank God for everything that we do have and be willing to happily let it go and share it with others. Well, I thank God I'm able to share Morning Minutes in the Bible with you. Until tomorrow, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.